Yeah, I'm not going to say anything corny related to Power Rangers because, why? Power Rangers is corny, so there's no need to say anything corny about it. But I am Matthew Munoz. I'm an author, artist, and commentator, and these are my offhand remarks on 25 years of Power Rangers. And I'm going to be real brief about this. I put out a thing about Kamen Rider Build today earlier because it ended this weekend, and now I wish I would have paid attention to the dates and actually just recorded and put out something for Power Rangers today, because then I would have had something a little more substantial, a little nicer. But whatever, it's okay. So yeah, I guess today's the 25th anniversary of the airing of Day of the Dumpster, which was interesting episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Really, as I was thinking about what I wanted to say about Power Rangers and it being 25 years old, I just concluded the 19th or 20th. I can't remember how to count. Okay, I think it's the 19th Heisei Kamen Rider, and then Kamen Rider Zeo is coming up, and that'll be celebrating the 20th year consecutive of Kamen Rider since the year 2000, starting with Kuga. The reason I bring that up is because Kuga, as far as I know for sure, there's a lot of rumor in the tokusatsu community, Kuga was made based off of some notes by one Shotaro Ishinomori, and Shotaro Ishinomori is actually the guy who created Go Ranger and Kamen Rider and Cyborg 009, and I've been talking about him a lot lately. And he created a bunch of other stuff. Android Gekaider, Naziman. I mean, there's so much that the guy made. I'll have posted in this video. You'll probably see it already. It's a little blurb from the Skullman manga, which he made notes, and then one of his proteges basically did the art for it, and took the story of the Skullman, which was a shorter story, and turned it into a longer story. And I only own the first 3 or so volumes, and I think there's 6 or 7. I had given up on getting them because it's I don't know, it's pretty dark and it tries pretty hard to be edgy, but apparently later on it rolls in a bunch of his older characters, or his other characters, like Kamen Rider kind of people appear in there, and I'm really interested in that. So anyway, but yeah, this guy is known as the King of Manga. He studied under Tezuka, and he started making manga for a living, and he put out so much and did so many things that he eventually got roped into making TV productions, and one of them was Kamen Rider, and then eventually Super Sentai came out of that, the first one being Go Ranger, and then there were others, and then eventually Haim Saban was apparently in Japan one day, and shopping around for anime, I think, to adapt, something like that, and he ended up seeing, it was the one before Zhu Ranger, which became Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the dinosaur Rangers. It was with bird ones. It was called Bird Sentai, oh boy, I cannot remember the name now. Jetman, there we go. It was called Jetman. And anyway, Saban originally wanted to adapt that, but he ended up adapting instead Zhu Ranger, which was the one to come out next year. I don't remember exactly how that happened, but that was some time ago, 25 years ago now, that he had produced that adaptation, and it was really a big deal for me. It was something I watched every year when I got home from school, and something that's had kind of a big effect in my life, and it's just for the entertainment alone, and it's something I really appreciate, especially because after I realized that it was from Japan, it kind of broadened my horizons and brought me to check out the Japanese versions of it, and I had remembered the Masked Rider from season 3 of Power Rangers. They had this 3-part opening. I think the whole thing is called A Friend in Need, and it's about the planet Edenoi, where that's not where Alpha is from, is it? It might be. I don't remember now, but that made a big impact on me. And then when I found out that was Kamen Rider, I kind of got immediately sucked into it, and thought it was super cool. And yeah, so anyway, the Japanese Kamen Rider shows that I've watched subtitled have been they've been a great joy to me and have been something to look forward to even when times have been rough. And that's one fun thing about entertainment, that you can kind of lose yourself in it and escape. And, you know, I talked about Build and how many serious issues it discussed. And I think the stories of these heroes that we got to see throughout Power Rangers, all the years that it's aired here in America, have been really cool. And some of them have been inspirational, some of them have been silly, some of them have just been fun. But the whole range, the whole gamut of it is so worthwhile and so enjoyable. And for whatever reason, the aesthetic appeals to me. So I especially like it, and I'm especially thankful for it. And I don't know why this popped into my head, but you know, we're kind of in a funny place right now as far as you know, the worthwhileness of pursuing trade and peace and interaction with other peoples. And like an Israeli migrant who was born in Egypt, a not, you know, super religious Jew as far as I know, guy just trying to make money and wanted to do it in the entertainment business, Haim Saban, interacted with this Japanese guy who, for whatever reason, had a penchant for making art, and he just, I don't know why, what would possess Ishinomori to work as much as he did, but the man worked and worked and worked, and together, you know, they broadened horizons and they helped media cross borders. And I know they're not the first ones to do it, but I mean, Power Rangers was an explosive success in the 90s, and you know, it's dubbed in Hebrew, so it airs in Israel, and it's all over the world. I mean, so many people connect to it, and hey, it's really a fun thing. So that's really all I wanted to say. So thank you, Shotaro Ishinomori. Thank you, Haim Saban, and everybody else who helped them make Power Rangers happen. And like, I don't know if you know this, but Cheryl Saban was a writer for a lot of the early Mighty Morphin Power Ranger episodes, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's just very interesting. Anyway, that's all I got to say. And that's it. So happy 25th anniversary to the Power Rangers creators and whatnot. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Bye.